Good morning, and welcome to Grady's Newsource Summer Camp Edition. We have the latest from around UGA, including details on NIL impact student athletes.
What goes into making UGA a fun, welcoming place for new students?
We also dig into how Grady students get the equipment they need for their projects.
We're here at the Butts Here Hall with Claude Felton and Andrew Lee, and they are going to tell us about their jobs and how they get the Georgia fans excited. Stay tuned for a special.
Georgia's only local source for TV news. From the Grady College at the University of Georgia, this is Grady Newsource.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Grady's Newsource. I'm Kennedy Cash.
And I'm Janani Rajeshwar. College is a new time for all students, and several UGA staff members are working hard to make the beginning of college fun. Here is Emmanuel Isai with more.
Many fun activities to offer when it comes to student life on campus, especially at places like the Tate Student Center, where many people on campus work to make these things possible. Taylor Eubanks works in the Office of Student Transitions, who develops a program called Welcome UGA, an example of how the Student Center incorporates students.
So our mission is just to support students in, through, and during all those transitions they may experience at UGA.
College students are looking for ways to save money and have fun at the same time. Eubanks shares some advice.
So I think really taking advantage of all the free opportunities. I know here at UGA there's like a group me called the Free Food Group Me, and people will just drop in when events are happening on campus that like have free food.
Maybe you're not just hungry, maybe you're bored and looking for something to do for free.
A new event we had for the first time last year, but it's called First Night, and it's actually a kind of like whole building takeover. So in the Tate Student Center, I like to say it's a Tate takeover, but there's really free food, free music, free t-shirts, lots of free giveaways.
These exciting events the UGA staff try to create bring together the UGA community.
The pride. People just love being a UGA student, and they will accompany that in everything they do.
You can find out more about activities the Tate holds by following UGA Tate or UGA Student Affairs.
Along with fun events, students have the opportunity to use high-tech equipment for free. Grady College is the home of the tools needed to develop your experience with journalism and mass communication. Here's Avery with more.
Is essential to success for students here at Grady College. Here in the FESR, Jim Black manages the equipment for students. FESR is an acronym.
FESR stands for the Field Equipment Supply Room. We supply those students with about 60 cameras, between 50 and 60 cameras, depending on how you want to break it down, both entertainment, media, and journalism.
A variety of majors need different equipment for their studies.
This is what our news crew uses to go out into the field. We also have DSLRs for our entertainment media that looks more like cinematic, more like a movie shoot or a film shoot.
Black has to keep up with the constant changes in technology.
Back in my day, when I was a student here years and years and years ago, we had that much gear. On from tape to cards, bigger cards to now smaller cards, and it's always changing, but you're right, and just managing to keep up.
Black's favorite piece of equipment isn't even in this room.
My DSLR. When I go on shoots around campus, I still use my own. It's compatible with what we have here that our students use, right in line with it, but I like my own because it looks good. I got it tweaked out right.
With his 30 years of knowledge, he has been able to experience one's dream.
Super Bowl, there's some NBA finals, Rolling Stones concert backstage, a lot of football games, a lot of basketball, REM concert that we shot, just various entertainment and sports.
Grady College wouldn't be what it is without the help of Jim Black. I'm Avery McKiska with Grady Newsource.
That is a lot of equipment.
You're right. You know who else uses a ton of equipment?
Who?
Our UGA sports teams. There's a lot of money in athletics, but until recently, none of that was for the student athletes. Ethan Pierre has this to get you up to speed on NIL and its impacts on college sports.
2019 NIL deals have been very impactful on college athletics and college students. Dane Young gives us the inside scoop of why NIL deals are very important.
All to say, we need to teach students to understand NIL and how to be efficient and knowledgeable about what it is and how to report on it.
NIL deals give a chance for athletes to get a deep dive in the business world.
Some players that have chosen to go to a school because they got the most money from that school. In previous years, maybe they wouldn't have chosen that school if they didn't get the money from there. The ones that I've spoken to say that it doesn't really impact how they view each other, that they're not really looking at bank accounts or anything to understand what each other is making. And there was the different star power anyway.
NIL deals give a chance for athletes to get a deep dive in the business world.
I think it's going to encourage players to understand that they're marketable. I think it's going to make them grow up a little bit faster, become businessmen and women a little bit faster. I also think that it's going to probably create some necessary barriers so they don't get taken advantage of and other people make money off of them, but that's kind of the history of college sports in some ways.
As NIL deals are on the rise, college players will be able to make more money in the college world and in the near future. Ethan?
UGA football team is a great example of a team with a lot of NIL deals. You may see all the media for the players, but may not know where it comes from. Here's Lainey Malone-Spivosic with more on that.
Sanford Stadium is packed on Saturdays in the fall, but what happens the other days of the week to make this possible?
Mainly it's a media-oriented type of work. People don't see is the behind-the-scenes work that has to be done.
While at Buttsmere Hall, we ran into UGA's starting cornerback, Malachi Starks.
I am a rising sophomore, so last year was my freshman year.
Freshman year with a ring.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get another one.
Yeah, all right,
That's
get the three-peat.
Yeah, y'all have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you so much. While meeting Starks, he was filming Media Day with Andrew Lee to get the fans excited for the upcoming season.
The favorite part of my job is probably I get to meet a lot of interesting people, and I get to see a lot of parts of the country, including Athens, one of the best college towns in the country. Not saying that because I'm here, truly is. But yeah, it's always something different. Every day it's something different, unique.
Lee enjoys his work traveling the country shooting film for many college teams.
I think, you know, college sports, everybody loves college sports, and to be able to help bring it to an audience and to kind of help build the excitement of a big game and kind of set the tone for what will be, you know, the SEC game of the week is just something that's exciting.
You can watch the first game of the season on September 2nd at 6 p.m. against UT Martin. I'm Lainey Spivosic from Gray's Newsource.
That does it for today's show. Thank you to everyone who made the show possible.
Special thanks to Jim Black for helping us with equipment this week.
Also Chris Thompson, who set us up with some great computers.
And Miss Stephanie Moreno for making the entire camp happen. Thank you for watching and have a great summer.